Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a research session. Research session about the top 10 shooting guards in basketball. Every single offseason, me and the homies on our Through the Wire podcast, you can find that on YouTube and on audio platforms. We do a top 10 players at every position. I hate doing them. I've talked about this at length on my other podcast, the Kenny Beecham podcast. I hate doing top 10 players at every position, but it's part of the job. And today, I want to take you on the journey of me trying to decide who's the top 10 shooting guards in ball. I do also want to say, I do not take this stuff super seriously. I'm gonna try to break it down, like my thought process, but at the end of the day, I'm going off vibes. So if I have somebody number 3, you think they should be number 4, it don't really matter at the end of the day. It's not that stressful. Just relax. Let me just show you the process I would usually do to rank players, even though I don't like doing it. So the first thing I would do is create a list of players that I think should be in the conversations, maybe. Like, should KCP really be in the conversation? Alex Caruso? Probably not, but they count as shooting guards. I just want to give myself a big pool of players. Some of y'all may be saying that Shea is a point guard. Well, we decided collectively between me and the other co-host that Shea would be classified as a 2, and that's how we're going to do things. So the next part I want to do is highlight the players that I think should be in the conversations for top 10. So like, that's when we start to eliminate players like Marcus Smart, KCP, Alex Caruso, so on and so forth. So 100% we can all agree that Shea's in that conversation. Desmond Bane is in the conversation. Will he make the final list? I don't know. Of course, all 3 of these dudes, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Bradley Beal, conversations. Jalen Brown, and Zach LaVine for sure. So that's 7. And we have to get 3. I think that's Tyrese Maxey and Tyler Hero should be in the conversations. I think CJ McCollum should be in the conversations. I will add Klay Thompson off the respect factor. I got to go back and look at his numbers from last season after coming back from those injuries. Then after that, does Derek White deserve to be in conversations after making all defensive team? Maybe I'll add them to the list. These are just the people we're going to start doing research on, and then we're going to eliminate everybody else. Oh my God, Anthony Edwards is not on my list. I'm like, who am I forgetting about? Anthony Edwards. Okay, cool. I'm so happy I picked that up instead of going through this whole video and not having Anthony Edwards. All right, so former DPOY Marcus Smart is gone. 2-time NBA champion KCP gone. Austin Reeves, a little bit too early for me. Alex Caruso, you know we got love for you. Jordan Poole, we got love for you too. Maybe you go crazy this season. I don't know. Anthony Simons, another guy that can have a breakout season. And I spelled this man's name wrong. I'm just realizing. You're gone. Dylan Brooks, you're gone. Gary Trent Jr., gone. Jalen Green, not yet. I believe in you, but not yet. This is not, maybe this season is the one, but we're basing it a lot on last season. So, gone. So right now we have a list of 13 players, and we're going to have to take 10 of these players and rank them and eliminate 3. One of the first resources I'm going to go to is a place named Crafted NBA, where you can basically look up any player. I don't know why that was so big, and look at their stats. So we know that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is guaranteed in the top 10. The question is, how high will he get? Obviously, last season, here are his statistics. He averaged 31 points per game. He ended up getting 5.5 assists, 5 rebounds. He shot it well. His three-point shot came around a little bit more than the previous season. They're saying offensively this season was similar to DeMar, mid-range killer, and defensively he was on some Derrick Jones Jr. stuff. But it's not crazily similar. But as you can see, his free throw rate is crazy high. His crafted OPM, which is the offensive crafted plus minus, is really high, one of the best in the league. His deflections is really high. The defense is about average. You know, it's almost close to 0-0, and he's in the 50th percentile. If you take a look at the way he gets his buckets, I mean, it's a lot of pick and roll ball handling, a lot of isolation, not a ton of spot ups, not a lot of off screen handoffs, cuts, roll man. He is basically a one-man offensive machine. We all know that he's going to be in the top. Is he number 1? Is he number 2? Is he number 3? We know he's going to get there. So instead of focusing on the guys that we're really confident in, so instead of worrying about Shea, Booker, Mitchell, Bradley Beal, Anthony Edwards, Zach LaVine, and Jalen Brown, we should worry about the Desmond Banes, the Klay Thompsons, the fringe players, and compare them against each other. And again, we got a lot of resources that we will use. This is just the first one, Crafted NBA. So let's take a look at Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane, an elite level shooter, had a breakout year this year. After having another breakout year, he went from 9 points per game to 18 to this season 21. He shot 40% from 3 for the 3rd year in a row. His volume was crazy at 7 per, and it was less than last season, but it's still crazy volume. When it comes to shooting, you can see he's in the 99th percentile in his shot quality and his shot making ability. He is an amazing hooper. A lot of catch and shoot, spot up, some pick and roll ball handling, which we saw him develop in year number 2 of his career. You can look at some plus minus stuff and all of those things. Who Matter of fact, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. I'm going ahead of myself. Let's make a pseudo list right now. Let's make a pseudo list. So that will be before any research. Let's say Booker. Come on, have it like Booker's 1. Let's say Shea's 2. Mitchell's 3. Brown is 4. Maybe 3. Again, this is before any research. Edwards 5. Levine 6. Beal 7, maybe. Like, again, this is just my first initial response to all of this. And then we start thinking about the players for these last 3 spots. We start looking at the other crop of guys like a Maxey, a Hero, a Bane. I'm going to put Maxey here, Bane, and then our 10th player, maybe McCollum. Right? This is my first version of the list without looking at many statistics. And then we go Hero, and then we go Derek White. Who are we forgetting? Did I forget somebody up here? Oh, we forgot Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson might have to pencil in at number 13 for the time being. So that's my first version of the list. Booker, Shea, Mitchell, Brown, Edwards, Levine, Bradley Beal, Maxey, Bane, McCollum, Hero, White, and then Klay Thompson. Right? That is my first version. And then now we start looking at statistics to figure out, oh no, maybe we think Anthony Edwards is worse than Zach LaVine for whatever reason, and so on. One of my favorite tools is B-Ball Index. And this is one of those resources that if you're a diehard NBA fan and you like numbers and so on and so forth, this is something I would 100% recommend to anybody. Honestly, if you're a diehard NBA fan, this is a resource that is really, really cool. Because you can use their different things like their leaderboard tool. And I can type in, let's say, oh man, for the last spot between CJ, Hero, White, and Klay Thompson, I could type all of their names in. And again, we're only caring about last season. So though, of course, Klay Thompson's got the resume better than all of these dudes put together, that's not what this is about. This is not all time. This is strictly based off like last season, right? So I could put all of their names in, and then basically it's going to come out and show their statistics against each other. Sometimes it is buggy. So I tried to get 4 players. They didn't let me, so we got to do it 2 at a time. All right, so this is CJ McCollum versus Tyler Hero. CJ played more minutes. He's got experience. He's played more years in the NBA. Neither of them are asked to defend good players, but Tyler Hero's a little bit more versatile, but he almost got an F in his matchup defense. Like, they hide Tyler Hero. We all know this. We've been watching Tyler Hero for some time. If rebounding is a priority to you, then Tyler Hero is destroying CJ McCollum when it comes to rebounding. Efficiency. Tyler Hero is more efficient this season. They're both taking really tough shots. That's what the shot quality is. They're both attempting heavily contested, off the dribble shots. We know both of them are bucket getters. But this season specifically, we saw Tyler Hero be better when it comes to his points per possession and then his true shooting percentage. CJ was better at the rim when it comes to his own creation. But when it comes to finishing, it is Tyler Hero. And again, they're both taking really tough buckets at the basket. Now, if we're using this as a resource and our only resource, this is telling me Tyler Hero deserves to be in this spot over CJ McCollum. So if we go back, we can switch it. Hero right now is in the 10th spot. And we're going to put Tyler Hero versus Derek White and then Tyler Hero versus Thompson. And if Tyler Hero beats all of these dudes out, then that means that we have our 10, right? That means that McCollum, White, and Klay both, or all 3 of them fall out of the list, and it's about taking our top 10 and making it the right way. Again, if you're going to do something like this, I suggest that you use more than one resource. I'm using B-Ball Index because it's the easiest for me right now. And like I mentioned, it's not something that's extremely important to me, but I'm just having some fun looking at some stats with y'all. Hopefully you enjoying. If you are, leave it a like, and I can do stuff like this because we already did point guards in Toronto. We need to do small forwards, power forwards, and centers. So if y'all like this, I can make a video similar to this every single time so you can kind of get where my mindset is at. Now, the one spot Derek White is destroying Tyler Hero in is that defense. And now we have to figure out how much we value defense over offense, because I think it's pretty simple. When we look at these numbers, it's going to tell us that Tyler Hero's the better creator, the better individual offensive scorer. Well, on the flip side, it's going to say that Derek White was one of the top defensive players in basketball last season. That's what all of these statistics are going to say, right? When it comes to true shooting percentage, actually Derek White wins there, but I think a lot of that's because Derek White wasn't looked to create his own shot very often. As you can see, his shot quality is a B+, which means that he's getting a lot of very open looks. Again, compare that to Tyler Hero, he's getting none. And even with him not getting any really good open looks, he's still winning on creation. His shooting talent, his pull-up talent, his off-ball shot making, and his shelf creation, he's dominating there. But with true shooting and points per possession, that is where Derek White is better because it's a lot of catch and shoot stuff. Finishing at the rim is also Tyler Hero. But now we get to this defensive stuff, and it's going to be heavily favored by White. But I'm actually surprised at how bad the rating system has it for Tyler Hero in 101. Stale isolation, points per possession. He just wasn't good. Now, he did get a decent amount of them. Like the count is higher, but his points per ISO was not very good. Great floater. The mid-range shot, we know. Like, again, the offensive stuff, we're pretty good at having Tyler Hero. Here's that defense stuff. ISO defense, ball screen navigation, off-ball chaser defense. This is all A to A+ range for our guy, Derek White. Derek White also shot the three-point ball very well. Again, a lot of open looks compared to Tyler Hero's no open looks. But still, and if you look at these super high-level advanced statistics, LeBron, offensive LeBron, defensive LeBron, LeBron WAR, stable on and off rating, this is where Derek White was superior. Playmaking superior. He had such a solid season that the team that he plays for was very comfortable with trading away Marcus Smart because the defense, the gap between Marcus Smart and Derek White on defense is very small. Actually, Derek White was better last season, and he can also do some stuff as the ball handler and things. So this is actually really, really tough. So this is where we go to a different resource to figure out what the next move is. There are a lot of, one second. There are a lot of places you could go to get statistics. There's another one named Dunks and Threes, another monthly subscription-based thing. I can't say for sure this is one that I would recommend for everyone. But again, if it's your job to like look at numbers and do NBA stuff, then it would be something that's solid. So let's look at Derek White. Only looking at last season, his year 28 season, his EPM, which is the estimated impact per 100 possessions, is really, really high. It's in the 94th percentile, and his estimated wins was in the 94th percentile as well. Again, we're talking about high leverage, advanced statistics. I know it's not for everybody. Honestly, it's not even really for me. But when you're doing something like this, you have to have some frame of reference, right? And if you look at his seasons, he has got dramatically better every single year of his career. Especially when he got to Boston here. But to see that his defensive estimated plus minus was in the 96th percentile and then his offense was still in the 88th percentile, that means that he is very good on both sides of the ball. If you take a look at Tyler Hero, remember 88, 96, 94, 88, 96, 94. And yeah, the defense is not there. The advanced statistics are favoring a guy like Derek White, which is not surprising to me. Should we care about the advanced statistics when we're talking about a guy like Tyler Hero, right? Should we care? These are the problems I have. Per 75, he averaged 21 points per game. Really, really good. Really, really good. And you compare that to Derek White. Again, you don't ask him to be the second option, because really Tyler Hero is the second offensive option for the Miami Heat. Do we value the fact that the Miami Heat were able to have an NBA Finals run without Tyler Hero? Does that negate his value? I don't know. Again, Derek White averaged 12, 4, and 3. You know, his win shares was 7.4. You look at Tyler Hero's, let's see what Tyler Hero, 7.4 to 3.5. But again, you asked him to score a lot. He hit the three-point ball as good as he always does. This is actually very, very tough for me, man. This is very, very tough for me. Because surface level, where you just look at this type of stuff, it's like 100% is Tyler Hero. Why is this even a conversation? But obviously, there's more to basketball than this, you know? There's more to basketball than this. PER is basically the same this season. I don't really care about PER. I think it's a flawed statistic. But if you care about it, I'm just saying it is practically the same this season for both of them. I'm giving Derek White the nod. The nod. Celtics fans, you're probably rejoicing. Miami Heat fans, I'm sorry. Tyler Hero made it last year for me, and don't like he's going to make it this year. Now I got to put Derek White versus Klay Thompson just to do my due diligence for Klay Thompson. Derek White is probably getting the nod over Klay as well. Now I feel like I'm doing something wrong. It's not that important. Okay, it's not that important. All right. Desmond Bane versus Tyrese Maxey for the 8th spot, baby. Let's see. Hopefully y'all enjoying this. I mean, I hate doing the ranking part, but I love looking at the statistics. You know what I'm saying? I hate having to decide between two players, but absolutely love looking at the stats as these type of things. So true shooting, the same. Points per possession, you do see Tyrese Maxey win by a slight margin. They both get a lot of tough shot attempts. So the efficiency and the shooting and stuff, actually show me the real values instead of grades. That's better. So you can see the true shooting numbers are almost the same. The points per possession are so much the same. Like, this is crazy how similar these two players are when it comes to their efficiency numbers. Do you want to go percentiles? Percentiles kind of cool to me too. Let's go percentile. The finishing, also eerily similar. Tyrese Maxey gets fouled quite a bit more than Desmond Bane. Interior defense, we don't ask these guys to defend interiorly. When it comes to isolations, oh, this is off ball. Oh, yeah, we knew that Desmond Bane was killing the off ball move. I don't even know why I looked at that. Yeah, in the isolations, it was Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's probably going to higher than Bane based on what I'm going through right now. Shout out to the LeBron. Now, there are a lot of people that love LeBron. Like right now, LeBron is one of those advanced statistics that a lot of stat heads are in love with at the moment, and they're saying Bane is the guy. They're saying Bane is the guy. Am I going to say Bane is the guy? Let's go look at one of our other resources. And EPM has 3.7 for Desmond Bane, while Tyrese Maxey is going to get 2.2. Bane wins there. You also get the lesser defense from Tyrese Maxey, where you get a little bit positive defense from Desmond Bane. I thought that Maxey was going to have it. And right now I have Maxey 8 and Bane 9. We might flip it. Maxey has crazy breakout potential too. But everything can be boiled down to actual numbers. You know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, Tyrese Maxey also averaged 20. His efficiency took a dive compared to last season, but he did shoot 7 threes per game and shot 40% on them. I actually don't remember much of his playoff run. I can't lie to you. He had the 33-point game, and then one of the games versus Boston, he had another 30. So I think we got to take into account like performance at the highest levels at those, going to the playoffs. Desmond Bane and them lost in 6, and he didn't shoot the ball well, but he was asked to do a lot. He had a couple 30-point games in just a 6-game series. I don't know why this playoffs just ended like a couple months ago, and I have like close to no memories of the first couple rounds. We're gonna transition to Zach LaVine versus Bradley Beal. Woo! Overall shooting talent, that's Zachary LaVine. Finishing talent, that's Zachary LaVine. Rim protection, you don't ask for none of that. Wait, why is this the bare bone? Oh, this is the summary. No. I want at least a quick view. Yeah, this is what we like. So Bradley Beal shot worse. He wasn't as efficient as Zach LaVine. And remember, Zach LaVine played the first 35 games of the season on an injury. Yes, I'm making excuses for my boy, and you could probably make a similar excuse for pretty much everybody. But let me be biased. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of places I'm able to be biased, and I'm going to do it right now. Finishing was also Zach LaVine. Off-ball movement was Zach LaVine. Hold on. Zach LaVine is winning on a lot of stuff. The 101 points per possession, the total you lose there, but like the floater, you lose the floater against Bradley Beal. You lose mid-range versus Bradley Beal. You lose 101 to Bradley Beal. But it's about less than 1%. It ain't even that bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the mid-range stuff Bradley Beal is gonna get. That's for sure. He actually got a lot of steals when it comes to the pickpocket stuff. The off-ball stuff is in the favor of Zach LaVine. Okay, all right. For shooting is Zach LaVine, but there's the LeBron stat. The LeBron stat is saying, no. Bradley Beal is the guy over Zach LaVine, at least. Playmaking, we knew Bradley Beal was a better playmaker than Zach LaVine. That is not a question. Estimated wins, Zach LaVine is in the 95th percentile, while Bradley Beal is in the 87th percentile. It's so close, though. It's so close. So if it's that close, I'm going to ride with the guy I like the most. I'm putting Zach LaVine higher. Fight me. Nobody cares about this stuff anymore. I didn't expect the advanced numbers to like Zach LaVine, but they do. They actually do, which is so crazy because he's never been an advanced stats guy by any means, but he is right now. And I'm like, okay, let me just see what that looks like versus Anthony Edwards. He looks good compared to Anthony Edwards. Like, he looks better than Anthony Edwards on the advanced stats alone. Anthony Edwards got the defense, but overall EPM and estimated wins, that's a Zach LaVine winner. How? All right, we're getting down to the last couple people. So we're going to put Jaylen Brown versus Donovan Mitchell. That's one that's like flip a coin. You know what I'm saying? What do you prioritize more? You feel me? I think initially I would put Donovan Mitchell without looking at stats. I feel more comfortable with Donovan Mitchell. But I guess we'll see. Obviously, Jaylen Brown is a better defender. That's something we always knew. When it comes to efficiency, we knew that Donovan Mitchell was going to get that offensive thing going. In comparison to this guy, when it comes to points per possession off isolation, it is, dang, that man at 99 percentile on everything in 101. Stop playing with the man. Stop playing with him. He even was a better three-point shooter than Jaylen Brown. Is this a non-conversation? I mean, I guess it depends on how much you value the defense. Oh, defensive LeBron is saying that Donovan Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell played with the number one defense in basketball. So that's one thing about advanced stats, especially on defense. Even if you're I won't say bad defender because Donovan Mitchell's not that. But let's say you're a solid to good defender, but you're also on the best defensive team. Them advanced stats gonna say you was one of them guys. So maybe I do just feel good about having Donovan Mitchell where he is right now. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell. Oh, that's Mitchell Robinson. I'm about to say Donovan Mitchell defensive numbers look crazy right now, but that's Mitchell Robinson. Okay, it's more like it. Okay, it's a little bit more like it. Yeah, 98th percentile in estimated wins, EPM 96th percentile, offensive engine to a team for years and years and years. It's always been the case. You compare that to Jaylen Brown, who's kind of relegated to the second best offensive player. It's not even really close. So you know what? I'm going to keep it what I had it, which was Donovan Mitchell. So do you want to do Donovan Mitchell versus Shea? Or do we feel good about having Shea where he is? 99 percentile, 98%. Shea, slow down, big homie. Yeah, I'm cool with Shea being 2. Unless, no. We got to do Shea versus Book. That'll be the last thing we do. Shea versus Book will be the last thing we do. Here we go. Shea versus Book. Efficiency goes to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Ding, ding, ding. Finishing goes to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense, I'm expecting to see a lot of Devin Booker. Off-ball movement goes to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, boy. 101 points per possession in isolation, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I did not expect Shea to take the #1 shooting guard in the league title. But a lot of these stats are saying, hey, it's Shea. Oh, that's crazy. Man, I did not expect that. Okay, one other thing we could do is this headshot scatter point thing. So what do we value? Let's say we value EPM and clutch. Let's take a look at EPM and clutch together. And this is all the shooting guards. Paul George we're classifying as a small forward because, I should have said that in the beginning because that's one of them guys. We did not even think about DeJounte Murray. Oh, my God, DeJounte Murray. Oh, my God. My whole list is gone. DeJounte Murray should be in these conversations. Oh, where do we fit him? Oh, boy, this is tough. Man. So he averaged 26 and 5. Efficiency wasn't great. Him versus Derek White, he should be top 10, right? I think DeJounte is going to end up at number 10. But let's see. Why is Kawhi Leonard in here? Matter of fact, since we have Kawhi Leonard, let's add Desmond Bane, who's sitting at our number 9. I'm spending way too much time now. For somebody that said you didn't care about the list, I'm definitely spending more time than I should about it. Okay. We really kind of trying to contextualize what DeJounte Murray should exist. He was not efficient, but compared to Derek White and Desmond Bane, he took the toughest shots, created the most. Self-created shots is up there. Finishing was the second best behind Desmond Bane. Okay. Had a ton of isolation possessions. Really good with the float gang. The mid-range jumper, we knew that was the case. The defense is something I anticipated being really good, but he's not the same defender that he was, let's say, 3-4 years ago. Oh, my God. His D LeBron is so crazy low. Man, I cannot believe I forgot about DeJounte Murray. I feel so bad. I don't even know if he deserved to be. Does he deserve to be on the list at all? Look at the numbers. All right, I give up. This is the list that we came together with. I don't know where I was at. I got a crazy phone call. One phone call that I will be able to tell you about one day, but not today. Do I run with this? I actually was just, while I was on that phone call, they were saying that, hey, CJ counts as a point guard. So he can be gone. He can be gone. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed just the process of everything. Do we care about the final list? This is what it's going to look like when I bring it to the podcast later today. Boom. Derek White, Desmond Bane, Tyrese Maxey, Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and Devin Booker. Even though I can see a world based on those stats where you can put Shea over Book, I'm not doing it just yet. I got too much love for Book. Even though Shea, I've been on the Shea bandwagon since his first Summer League game. Don't you sleep! It's too late to be sleeping anyway.